Reminder of the butterfly, or the caterpillar, I should say. What happens to the caterpillar? He goes into a cocoon, changes his entire form. That has to be painful. Can't even imagine what it must be like for that caterpillar. But then he comes out a beautiful butterfly. And what does that butterfly do? In many of the cases, like the monarch, they travel, I don't know, 100,000 miles. How far do they go from Canada down to Mexico? It's a huge amount in their lifetime that they have to travel again, or that they are called to travel again. So it leads to what you're going through right now. You're going through something difficult. You're going through hard times. Well, let me rephrase that. The Lord never makes it easy. If I work out and I want gains, it's going to come with pain. We talked about that once. So a beautiful butterfly doesn't necessarily have it easy. It always makes me wonder about the most beautiful people on the planet that are movie stars, wealthy because of their looks and the gifts that God has given them, as to what kind of suffering they must go through. Now, I always get scared for people who don't suffer, because the devil doesn't want to mess with people who aren't on the right path. He wants to keep them comfortable in what they're doing. And that's important for you to know. Unless you meet some resistance, how can you truly tell you're on the right path? So I'm going to just say it again. Being a Christian is being a hero, and it's being great, and it's being chosen, and it's being protected, but it's not without the cross. So you got to identify the difference. You know, when you hold on to the past, I don't care what it is, that is absolutely something that could become a cross to you. If you regret, absolutely something that could become a cross to you. If you want too much or more than your fair share or what Christ is willing to give you, you will be disappointed. Remember that. We need to work with Christ. It doesn't mean we can't be wealthy. It doesn't mean we can't have a perfect marriage or a perfect relationship that we're in love with the other person and willing to give everything to them. That's a rare thing. But it exists. And the Lord will give that to you. Sometimes, as I said, especially after a loss of a loved one or some tragedies in your life, the Lord gives you a gift. But it's not with ease. And if we don't remember to recognize what the Lord's giving us, we could lose the greatest gifts or the path that the Lord has planned for us. So remember that. God bless you. Have a great day.